I was curious about the psychology of the magic performer. It's not a very common profession or hobby, but the ones who get into it seem to stay very loyal to this art form throughout their lives. The inventor's mentality we spoke about makes them inquisitive types. They're thinkers. I could see that with my grandfather, who was always reading and seemed always eager to learn new things through conversation with others. Are magicians eternal students? Are they eternal children? Michael has a background in psychology and is also a school teacher in Macau. Okay, so you're a magician, you do performance, and then I know you've got another career. I'm curious about how those two worlds interact.
I don't see much of a difference between a magician and a teacher in the sense that what you are doing is you are selling something. If you are a magician, you are selling entertainment. If you are a teacher, you are selling knowledge, so to speak. But you need to, I guess, to be engaging, in both things. And a magician is an actor playing that part, and the teacher is also a vessel through which knowledge flows. And that we don't have this conception anymore of opening someone's head and stuff knowledge inside, because we know that that's not possible. uh, but how you engage and motivate learners, that's really what makes it happen. As a magician, I would say, like you said, um, people can get it, then it's use, they will give its own use to it, or those who get it in a different way, they are still able to take something out of it. And I think that magic is the same. That's why it's not so much, I guess, what you do, but how you do it. For one side, dealing with people, uh, I get to experience how they think and learn from that, and then I can use that to create my magic, let's say. And if I have something up my sleeve, a little cliche there, but if I have something up my sleeve, I can really, you know, try it out and see how it works on people. Because, for example, speaking specifically about magic, the tricks that most stuck to my mind were never the big illusions. If you understand how to use it effectively, you'll get the result that you want. And if you learn how to read people, you can make a better choice of what magic you are going to use. For example, I do this thing as a silk that goes through the hands, changes color as it comes through. And it's a very small trick. And yet it's something that I always get an applause, a big applause with that. And, there are things that are way bigger as a trick and they don't get this kind of applause.
Hmm.
So there is the thing. Why does it work? Also, having background in psychology, tricks have their physical way of functioning. It helps because, we understand a little bit more of these things like misdirection, perception, diffusion of attention, and of course, then we synchronize this with movements and stills and ditches and loads and whatever techniques we use. And, we combine this in the right way to create the so-called something that it's not magic, but looks like magic. I use it even to teach something. It's sometimes if you talk to people, they won't listen. But if you do something with your hands and something appears, then all of a sudden everybody's on you.
Hmm.
And that's all it took. And then you just discard like it's the most natural thing, and then you continue to speak, but you grab them. It's good to experiment. It's sometimes it's not crystal clear. So that's again why it's important, I guess, to try to understand things. Why does it work? And it's a lot of fun experimenting with this, all these different things,
Yeah.
you know. Uh, but yeah, it blends immensely in my daily job.